Okay, good evening all. So in today's topic we are going to see what is DOM. So in JavaScript, you see DOM plays an important role of topic where based on this only a JavaScript model of HTML code is accessible. So first we see what is DOM. DOM is nothing but it is a document object model. So in this document object model, we follow a hierarchical tree structure. So first, what we will do, we will first take the DOM as a main tree structure, and after that, we will take it as HTML. So this HTML will be a node. So for example, if you see this DOM is a parent node. After this parent node, there will be a sub node, which is called your HTML. So after this HTML, what happens? The subnode we will be having as a title. So in this title, you will be having a subnode for this subnode of HTML. So you will be having title over. So after this only, the procedure will be following into a paragraph. So before the header file or before the title, we cannot go into a paragraph. So after this, your node will be following into a paragraph. So this is how your hierarchical tree structure follows. So why this we are mainly telling it as DOM object model is there cannot be any error in the flow of your tree. So this is a programming interface which is used to represent your HTML document. So in this document, you see we are having HTML code. The HTML code basically depends upon your, as you create your web pages in your previous classes. So this first one is your header file ID. So this header file ID is your title. So in that title, what I am giving? I am giving a welcome as an address, or you can give even DOM as your header title. So when you create your header title, what happens? The header displays over here. So it may be of DOM or it may be of welcome. So next over here in this web page, what we are just doing next is your button on click. So in this on click, over here we are having a button that is called change text. Where if I click on this button, it should move on to your next page or it should change your text. So or you can even give a button of click me. So in your exams, if you see, you will be having your previous button and next button to move to your previous question or to your next question. So the same way, this HTML code is accessed. So if you see, if you want to modify, so in your last classes we can see how your HTML codes are modified to DOM. So if you see, this is your DOM manipulation. So in your DOM manipulation, we can update your data. We can update your data, that is, we can content without refreshing, without making any changes, without making any refreshments. We can update your data or content whatever we are doing in this. So after creating a web page, it will be an interactive web page where it can access a user identity. So it is an interactive web page. So next, it can handle user interactions. So whatever corrections or editing or updations or whatever you do, you can easily handle the user actions. So because according to us, it should be very simple task and it should be an interactive task where we can handle the actions. And next, we will improve the user experiences. We can also improve our user experiences by getting the feedbacks from them. Even by creating a small web design page, we can create or we can modify or we can edit and we can improve the suggestions according to your feedback basis, where it can improve the user experience. So next in this, we are having some common methods. So in that common methods, we are having selecting elements, changing content, removing elements, changing styles and creating and adding elements. So in this selecting elements, we will be having, as you know, JavaScript have many lines. So in this common methods, or in this selecting elements, or changing contents, or removing. So we'll see this JavaScript coding in your next video briefly. So thank you.